So for the people who go on like dates and stuff and you purposely go out with money and don't even warn your date you have no money and then you just sit there and expect them to pay because I don't know, a lot of time I think it's the woman that feels that entitlement and it's honestly I think it's really fucking I can't even find the word. Other than the word entitled, I just think it's gives off I don't know, kind of like gold digger vibes. So I have gone on like dates before with my ex that I've been on and off with for a long time, with no money. But I always tell him when he says, "Hey, you want to go out for dinner?" And I'm just like, "I don't have money right now, or I have very little." So and he'll be like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And other times I tell him I want to reschedule, so I at least have some money too, because I feel bad. I don't even like when I've hung out with my middle school friend when we've seen each other and one of us is low on money. Um, we're usually, types of people like, hey, let's go for coffee. But it's like, oh, well, it's okay. Here is some extra. When I've had it just her, she won't take it. And I think it's being like a prideful thing. And I get it because I can be that way too. And with my family, because, I live with them and I'm on a social security disability income because of medical reasons. And when we go out for our usual coffee runs at Dunkin's, and sometimes they'll be like, when I can't get something, they'll get me my drink, and I'll pay them back when I can, either by getting them their drink next time or whatever, or giving them the cash. It's like, there's nothing wrong with that. I hate when people just constantly expect, and like, what are you contributing to this? I mean, I'm not saying if you and this person are like friends or dating, you have to put out because they're hooking you up with this stuff. But I mean, do you ever pay these people back in any way, like at all? Like, hey, let me give you back the money for this, or let me get you next time. When I saw like this story, this guy who went on a date with this girl from a dating site. I watched this video a while ago on like TikTok and they hit it off really well and whatever, and I guess they both like sushi and whatever, and to like reference and like put it out there from the beginning, she is Asian. So this is the part that blows my mind. They went on a date to a bar first, for some drinks, and they decided we're gonna get food after. He said there were some things about the date that started off good, but then there was some like questionable little red flags, and then he's like, but then he decided to get food anyway. I think he's kind of giving the benefit of the doubt it was gonna get better or whatever, and it didn't. She complained about the place they picked, even though they both agreed with this place and it was for sushi. And then she used this whole, because I'm Asian, right? Like she was offended. And it's like, no, we both love sushi. Your bio on your profile, your dating profile, it said you like sushi and we both agreed on this place. And now she's offended. I'm sorry, but I'm like, what the fuck? So then their date continues to get food and whatever, and she at some point mentioned something about she didn't go on a date with any money. So it sounded like I think he picked up the tab at the bar because I think they only got like a couple drinks each. No big deal, right? So then when they got to eat, I think the guy was thinking let's split the bill, but she was saying that she had no money and she was expecting him to pay like right off the bat, like. You should have mentioned before you went on a date with this guy, hey, I'm strapped for cash right now. Can we reschedule the date? Or, do you mind doing this and next time we go out, I'll pay? Or next time we get split the bill? Something. It's the same thing when women go out to these bars because, they're fairly attractive and whatever. They expect they're going to get free drinks all night. And some of those women are in relationships. Like, they use these guys to buy them free drinks. And then at the end of it, one of them says, hey, you want to go out with me sometime or whatever? And then like, oh, no, I got a boyfriend. Bitch, you fucking con artist. Oh my god, I don't know how people do this and like live with themselves. People need to fucking fix that shit. Seriously. You can't just go out and fucking be entitled like that all the time, just expecting. And then when you get shot down because they leave you, because I think that's what this guy did. He left the chick with the bill because she was so arrogant and she was entitled, all like, I expected you to pay. Nope, he bailed after that. I don't know like how she ended up paying for it with no money, but yeah, I kind of didn't blame him. And I would expect a guy to do the same thing to me if I didn't want him ahead. Hey, I don't have money, and he was hoping we'd split the bill. If you left me and pretended to do that whole I'm going to the bathroom thing and then like went out the other side of like the restaurant and like left me there, I kind of wouldn't blame him. That's a shitty thing to do. Don't go out with no money and expect this person to pay for. They might be strapped for cash too. They might only be able to cover their portion of the fucking food. And they're thinking, well, this person gets money in some format, whether it's a job or whatever the fuck they do to get money. And this time they just didn't have it. Yeah, that's just fucking rude. I don't know. I just really don't know how people do this and not feel bad about it. And then if you get stuck with it after because they bail on you using the bathroom excuse or something, you should just be mad at yourself for being a selfish asshole for thinking, oh, well, I expected them to pay for the whole thing. No, be upfront from the beginning. Say, I don't have the money or I don't have a lot of money, so maybe be careful about where you go that's not as expensive. Fast food restaurants or something. Some other places aren't that high priced but still have decent food. Certain sub shops, like you can split a little pizza between you. If you don't like the same thing they like for toppings, get half this and half the other thing that they like, and it's really not that fucking hard to communicate. Fucking goddamn. I'm kind of glad I'm single, really. Everybody else's fucking dating stories just have me shaking my head so much these days, and I just don't know how people deal with the things they deal with. But some of you guys need to really get better at this shit.